विद्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis sitting with us in two-way video conferencing and Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, Lotus News Channel, Janashri TV, Ishwar TV and two-way video conferencing in 30 places having Nayana Diksha in 21 countries around the world as per the statistics. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing: Seattle, Chidambaram; Guadalupe, Rameshwaram; Guru's Gate, California; Hyderabad, Nithyananda Nagaram; Ohio, Prayag; Kuala Lumpur, Palani; Houston, Kalahasti; Charlotte, Srisailam; St. Louis, Tirumala; Toronto, Kailasam; San Jose, Madurai; Los Angeles, Arunachalam; Enriching Temple, Bididi; Jorpati, Nepal; Antigua, Oman, Sivagangai; Tiruvanmiyur, Dhyanapitham; Toronto, Scarborough; Mattakkalappu, Ilangai; Redmond, Washington; Melbourne, Australia; Singapore, Singapuram; Hyderabad, Guptakashi; Wellington, New Zealand; Bali; Mumbai, Chembur; Dakota Dunes; Bogota, Colombia; Vancouver, Bhubaneswar; San Diego, Tiruvalavai; Mulund, Mumbai; Indrani, New Jersey; New York, Varanasi; Washington DC, Sripuram; Atlanta, Ujjaini; Devon, UK. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I also welcome Sri Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Tondaimandalam Adheenam gracing us here on the morning. Swamiji will be staying with us for next few days and blessing our new project of the temple beginning. The master plan for the temple has come. Swamiji will be here for next few days, gracing the whole project. On October 28th morning, Los Angeles is celebrating Hindu Open House. My blessings for the program. And Tiruvanmiyur Center, blessings for the NDY program in Tiruvanmiyur. And blessings for the Singapore Sangha for the new project they have taken up, enriching the people through Diwali sweets. They are going around. All the Singapore Sangha is going to all the Hindu organizations, Indian organizations, connecting with them, enriching with them with the Diwali homemade sweets. It's beautiful. My blessings accepted. Blessings. I think all the international ashrams should do this. Anupama, I accepted all the sweets. Great. Please do it. And I wanted all the international Sangha to do this. Seattle, Los Angeles, Oman, Nepal, Toronto, Colorado, all the international Sangha, San Jose, all of you should do this. You should create a friendly atmosphere among the Indian organizations. You should visit all the organizations and enrich them with the Diwali sweets and the friendship, friendliness. It's really a wonderful way to get together. Diwali sweets are more sweeter in the initial level than spiritual ideas. So, start with the Diwali sweets. Great. Singapore organization has done a beautiful work. They have clearly categorized all the organizations. And so I wanted all the centers all over the world, all of you to do the same thing. St. Louis, Ohio, Toronto, Seattle, Varanasi, Charlotte, Houston, all of you please do it. My blessings. It's a beautiful way of reaching out to all the organizations and having friendliness. So with this I'll move to today's Satsang. I was expanding on the concept of sincere thinking, intense thinking. Yesterday, I was explaining the definition of manana, how the thinking can be aligned, how thinking can directly become wealth, treasure in your life, how it can directly make you rich. Please understand, your thinking makes you or breaks you. And the thinking pattern you develop. First of all, I wanted you all to know, thinking is not an accidental, it is happening with your voluntary involvement. Unfortunately, you always think thinking is an accidental and you cannot control your mind. Please listen. Yes, you cannot directly cut a root of a huge banyan tree with a bare hand. But that does not mean you cannot control it. Please listen. ध्यान से सुनिए. I'll give you a little better example. Your thinking process encouraged, entertained, enriched by you. But we go on believing because of our fake attempts to stop thinking has failed. If you just try to run the center of the road and stop the traffic, you can't do. But just a small red light can stop the whole traffic. Please understand. If you try to run in the middle of the road and stop the traffic, it's a fake attempt. If that attempt fails, you cannot say the traffic can never be stopped. It can be stopped with a common understanding of red signal, with the right attempt. It can't be stopped with a fake attempt, but it can be stopped with the right attempt. Same way, because your fake attempts have not helped you to stop thinking, you think thinking is not in your hand. No. Is directly part of you, just like your body movements are directly in your control, the mind movements are directly in your control. So first thing you need to know, your thinking can be trained as you want. You do not need to constantly encourage the low self-esteem, or very low ideas about you, that does not need to be encouraged, and that is not your fate. Somebody came and asked me yesterday, Swamiji, what is the meaning of dreams? I said, your waking state itself has no meaning. Why are you bothered about dream? Because even in your waking state, how you behave, why you behave the way you behave, why you do the way you do, why you do what you do, has no meaning. I have seen many people, sincerely they want to be always eternally loving, compassionate, but sincerely they should love the whole world, but they cannot stand even their wife. They don't do anything to make themselves as they want, but they go on dreaming how they want themselves to be and continue to do how they are as on now. It is like a two different direction, the travel continues. Please understand, dream is nothing but the pus getting cleaned. If you are having dream, still you are carrying conscious pus. If there is a pus, naturally there will be wound, the pus will be coming out. Same way, dream is nothing but the pus coming out of your body. Dream is nothing but, it is reminding you that how you are thinking, how you want to be is one direction, how you are is in another direction. Dream is nothing but the complication between how you want to be and how you are. Please understand. Dream is nothing but the complication between how you want to be and how you are. The first thing you need to know, how you want to be is possible. Second, your thinking is not automated, dangerous machine. You always approach your thinking as, I cannot control it, I cannot do anything about it. It is there. Why? Who knows? Fate, all in the fate. Please understand, nothing is fate other than your decision to give up on yourself, thinking it is fate. Please listen. Nothing is fate other than your decision to give up on yourself, concluding it is fate. Sometimes people come and tell me, I am always in completion, in the space of completion. If you are in the space of completion, no one will have incompletion with you. Be very clear. If people have incompletion with you, you are not in the space of completion. You are in completion. We always think this much only can be done. Nothing more can be done. Giving upon yourself. Giving upon yourself. Please listen. This giving upon yourself is the only worst thing can happen to you as fate. Nothing else can happen to you. Sincere thinking, authentic thinking is the first step you need to take up for manana. Means sitting and aligning, contemplating. what you really want your inner identity to be, what you really want your outer identity to be, what you really want your life image to be, what you really want your others' image to be. Look in. Clearly define. And I wanted all the sannyasis, Gurukul kids, ashramites to define your four identity in a clear paper and stick it next to your bed. When you wake up, read that. When you go to bed, read that. That is your God. That is the Nithyananda residing in you. So that is the Atma residing in you, soul residing in you. So whatever is in alignment with that, encourage it, enrich it. Whatever thinking trend, thought trend in alignment with that four, encourage it, enrich it, entertain it. Whatever thought trend is not in alignment with that four, complete with it. And be very clear. You have ability to complete. If you think you can't complete it, complete even with that pattern that you can't complete. That is one more self-doubt. Come on, complete with it. Take time, complete with it. Completion is possible. With completion, anything can be achieved. आपका सोचना आप ही के हाथ में है. आप सोचते हैं कि आप अपने मन पर नियंत्रण नहीं पा सकते हैं. ये सत्य नहीं है. आपकी सोच, आपका विचार आप ही के प्रोत्साहन के कारण होता है. एक साधक पर, एक सड़क पर यदि आप बीच सड़क पर भागेंगे, आप यातायात को रोक नहीं सकते हैं. ये सही प्रयत्न नहीं है, किंतु लाल पाती के द्वारा आप यातायात को रोक सकते हैं. यही सही प्रयत्न है. जैसे आपके शरीर पर अपने मन चाहे रूप से नियंत्रण कर सकते हैं, उसी तरह आप अपने मन पर भी नियंत्रण कर सकते हैं. आप जैसे बनना चाहते हैं और जिस तरह है, इन दोनों के बीच का अंतर और जटिलता है. जटिलता ही स्वप्न है. आपकी सोच आपका भाग्य नहीं है. भाग्य और कुछ नहीं, बल्कि आपका स्वयं पर विश्वास होना है. श्रद्धापूर्ण विचार आपका पहला कदम होना चाहिए. Listen. Listen. Look in. Every time your thought trend is supporting what you want to be, encourage it, enrich it. If your thought trend is against what you want to be, complete with it. It is possible. You can complete with your whole past at this moment and be a new being. Valmiki did it. Pattinattar did it. Arunagirinatha did it. It is called spontaneous enlightenment. Ramadas did it. For all these people, it did not take years to get enlightened. Years to complete with their past. Just one moment. Only one moment. Valmiki, Ramadas, Arunagirinadar. Just one moment. They did it. I tell you, spontaneous completion is possible. Sudden enlightenment is possible. At least go on completing every day with those patterns which is distracting you, which is detracting you from who you want to be, what you want to be, how you want to be. This is manana, bringing authenticity into your thinking. Authentic thinking. This is manana. Authentic thinking. Listen. Next, we are moving. Please listen to this word. Next, we are moving to Nididhyasana. Means declaring and living is Nididhyasana. Declaring the way you are going to think, the way you are going to live, and living is Nididhyasana. In Vedanta, the word Nididhyasana is used again and again. In Saiva Siddhanta, Tirumular uses this word Nididhyasana. And in the modern day, saints, one great saint, Vallalar from south, who is the disciple of Madurai Adheenam, he uses this word again and again. Originally, the word belongs to Upanishads, the Vedic tradition, the source of all the Hindu scriptures, source of the whole Vedic civilization, source of the oldest spiritual civilization. The word Nididhyasana, please listen. I am defining this word in very clear, pure form of definition. Listen. Nididhyasana means declaring and living, means deciding to be responsible for your actions, deciding to be responsible for your feelings. Now, if you feel you are a head of a family, you feel responsible for your family. You feel responsible for your father, mother, wife, son, daughter, because all of them are your family. If you feel responsible for the village, you feel responsible for everyone who is in the village. If your feeling responsibility expands, your leadership quality also expands. Deciding to feel responsible for the whole cosmos is enlightenment. Expand the decision to feel responsible, feeling responsible for the whole and declaring from now you will feel responsible for everything and continue to live like that. With that responsibility is Nididhyasana. Immediately we have doubts on how can I, if I feel for all the garbage in the streets of Bangalore and feel responsible, then I will be stuck cleaning it up. whole day. I will not be able to go to my office. I will not go to my family. I will not be able to do this, do that. This is the usual doubt people create. Please listen. I am not saying if you feel responsible, you will clean the street by yourself or you will not clean the street by yourself. Anything may happen, but don't be afraid to dive into that feeling responsible. Just because of your imaginary complications, don't stop yourself feeling it fast. The problem is, because of your imaginary complications, the first feeling itself is getting stopped. There are tons and tons of ways and methods you can transform without complicity if you start feeling it. I am telling you, the feeling responsible, if you allow that inside you, feeling responsible, if you allow that inside you, all these imaginary complications which you are having before allowing that feeling will disappear. Do not entertain these imaginary complications. Complete with those imaginary complications. Allow this feeling. First, take little time for this feeling to sink inside you and be in sync with your actions. It has to sink inside you and be in sync with your actions. Then responsibility will become synergy. It will be in sync with your energy. Energy will expand. Your imaginary complications will disappear. Please listen. Completing with the imaginary complications is the first step towards enlightenment. I am defining the word tapas. Tapas means completing with imaginary complications. Tapas is nothing but completing with imaginary complications. Ojas is a Sanskrit word, please listen. Ojas means ability to complete with imaginary complications. How many of you, the moment you wanted to feel responsible for the whole universe, start getting all imaginary complications? Raise your hand. So all of you need little tapas, because imaginary complications can be completed. Why? Because it is imaginary. Imaginary complications can be completed because it is imaginary. If you feel responsible for all the garbage in the street, I am not saying you will immediately start cleaning them, or I am not saying you will not clean them. Do not worry about that imaginary complications. If I start cleaning the garbage in the road, who will do my work? Who will give me food? Stop having that imaginary complications and allow this responsibility feeling to sink inside you. Because this responsibility is power. Responsibility is power. I have seen in my life, whenever I took responsibility, I was always empowered by the cosmos. Please understand, Cosmos is waiting to empower every one of you. Cosmos is literally begging every one of you to become powerful. It is unfortunate. You think Cosmos also functions with the same political system with which you are functioning. The top guy never wants anyone else to rise. But you should know, the logic of the Cosmos is totally different. A prime minister of a country will never want everyone to become a prime minister, because then his identity is lost. But the head of the cosmos wants everyone to become head of the cosmos. Because the more and more heads, more and more expansion. You are not replacing him. You are not occupying his seat. You are reproducing him. Please understand, that is why I am telling you, even the concept of God in our Hinduism is based on this concept. So many gods, so many lokas. If you become God, you have your loka now. You are not going to be competition for Indraloka, Brahmaloka, Vaikunta, Kailasa. No. Unfortunately, in the Western civilization, even their concept of God is from the political setup. Learn politics from a spiritual leader, but don't learn spirituality from a political leader. Understand, that is why they go on standing with the idea of one God, one God. Please listen, this one God is nothing but the extension of your autocratic mind. In Hindu tradition, we have millions and millions of gods. And each one of them have their own lokas. And you can go on growing, expanding. All of them will have their own loka. And we always think, if there are millions and millions of God, then who will head them? Who will regulate them? No need. Everyone is independently intelligent. No need for head to exist. But this Western civilization always feels, if there is no head, it will become anarchy, chaos, ruleless, lawless. Because they do not believe everything is independently intelligent. Who is controlling the traffic of all the planets? Who is standing with the red signal board or stop board? Take diversion. It's moving around so beautifully. It's unfortunate we don't understand the power of independent intelligence. Please listen. There are only two types of civilizations. One, the civilizations which believed everything is independently intelligent, we can all coexist together without being ruled by some ultimate power or single decision-making authority. There's other group which believed, no, only with a single ultimate decision-making authority, a power center can run it. I tell you, you don't need a single power center. The Dhamma, the independent intelligence, is enough to run it. Dharma-based religions, autocratic, God-based religions. There are only two types of religions: Dhamma-based, autocratic, God-based. Even in Hinduism, when there are definition of gods, they were never presented, they were never conceived, they were never understood, they were never realized as an autocratic power. They were only presented as the experience of Dhamma. The person who makes the Dhamma move, who makes the Dhamma alive, who makes the Dharma Chakra moving continuously. Who interferes only to keep the Dharma Chakra moving continuously, smoothly. जब जब आपकी सोच आप जो बनना चाहते हैं इसका समर्थन करती है, तब तब आप सही मार्ग पर है. इस क्षण आप अपने पूरे अतीत के साथ पूर्णत्व कर सकते हैं. वाल्मीकि जी ने इसी तरह सहज पूर्णत्व को प्राप्त किया. पट्टिनत्तार जी की इसी तरह सहज पूर्णत्व को प्राप्त किया. रामदास जी ने इसी तरह सहज पूर्णत्व को प्राप्त किया. जिस तरह आप जिएंगे इसकी घोषणा करना और उसी तरह जीना, यही निधिध्यासन है. निधिध्यासन इस शब्द का मूल उपनिषदों में है. इस शब्द की मैं परिभाषा दे रहा हूं. जिस तरह आप जिएंगे इसकी घोषणा करना और उसी तरह जीना, यही निधिध्यासन है. अपने कार्यों, अपनी भावनाओं के लिए स्वयं को उत्तरदायी अनुभव करना, यही निधिध्यासन है. अपने कार्यों, अपनी भावनाओं के लिए स्वयं को उत्तरदायी अनुभव करना, यही निधिध्यासन है. यदि आप स्वयं को और अधिक उत्तरदायी अनुभव करते हैं, आप विकसित होते हैं. पूरी ब्रह्मांड को उत्तरदायी अनुभव करना ही जीवन मुक्ति है. आपने काल्पनिक बाय और जटिलताओं के कारण ही आप उत्तरदायित्व नहीं उठाते हैं. इसीलिए आप उत्तरदायित्व नहीं उठाते हैं. इसीलिए आप उत्तरदायित्व का अनुभव भी नहीं कर पाते हैं. उत्तरदायित्व के अनुभव को यदि आप अपने भीतर आने देंगे तो आपकी काल्पनिक जटिलताएं अदृश्य हो जाएंगी. अपनी काल्पनिक जटिलताओं के साथ पूर्णत्व करना ही जीवन मुक्ति की तरफ पहला कदम है. तपस और कुछ नहीं, बल्कि अपनी काल्पनिक जटिलताओं के साथ पूर्णत्व करना है. काल्पनिक जटिलताओं के साथ पूर्णत्व करना के क्षमता ही ओजस है. अंडरस्टैंड? Bringing responsibility into your feeling is nididhyasana. In the inner awakening level 4, the third initiation you are going to receive is nididhyasana diksha. Bringing responsibility into your feeling. Bringing responsibility into your feeling is nididhyasana diksha. Is nididhyasana. From yesterday night, our enriching temple has become too busy because yesterday the Nityadharmam Tandi TV reality show is about guiding somebody into their unconsciousness and digging out the memory that person has forgotten 43 years before. One person came to Nityadharmam show saying that he lost the memory of his parents. He got lost at the age of 9 and he forgot about his family, parents, everything is brought up by somebody else. So now he wants to find their family back. He asked our help. So I guided him into his past through the completion process, through meditation. And he explained everything to the detail of the house number, street name from his unconscious memory, from his Akashic records. He spelled out everything, and the funny thing is, the surprising thing is, when we went, everything matched. When we went to that place, everything matched. And he has discovered all his relatives. Now they are still tracing his father and mother. Yesterday this was the show. I was shocked seeing the response from the public. Then people are so much interested in the process of completion. It is only we are not yet reaching out to them. We have to take the responsibility in our feeling and do nididhyasana. Start living. Just one show, so much interest. If you missed the yesterday Nityadharmam reality show, please see in the YouTube. They would have uploaded, or today there is re-telecast. Don't miss it. Today, noon 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time, there is re-telecast. Don't miss it. On Tandi TV, उत्तरदायित्व एक विशाल शक्ति है. पूरा ब्रह्मांड आपको उत्तरदायित्व की शक्ति देने की तीव्र प्रतीक्षा कर रहा है. अपनी भावना में उत्तरदायित्व लाना ही निधिध्यासन है. इनर अवेकनिंग के चौथे स्तर के कार्यक्रम में आप यह निधिध्यासन दीक्षा पाएंगे. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.